Hi, thank you so much for stopping by. This is a bullet journal setup video for April. It was a very difficult video for me to film because I had no idea what I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted certain summer elements in it because in India we have summer from March to May, and it reminded me so much of my childhood because my exams would be over in the month of March, but we would still be required to go to school till 10th or 15th of April, and we would just take our board games, snake and ladder, ludo, chess. Sometimes we would play so many different games inside the class. We would just do just that. We would play the entire day and come back home and play again. And after a few weeks, we would receive this inland letter saying that your child has been promoted from this standard to this standard. So it had so many elements of my childhood in it. And during the summer holidays, my sister, I, and a few of the kids in my neighborhood, a lazy bunch we were, but we would wake up very late. We would, by the time we left the house, it would be 11:30 or 12, and the sun would kill us. It would be extremely hot, but we did not mind. We rode our bicycles in our neighborhood, and we ate the popsicles sold by the side of the road, and it did not like have any bad effects on us. We were healthy. I mean, it did not make us fall sick or anything. And I tried to draw what was supposed to be a girl on a swing because I remember playing in the local park. We would play on every different thing like the swings, slides, seesaw, and it turned out to be like monster. I was extremely distracted because I was watching Harry Potter while I was filming this, and you can also see the effects of that by the changes in the lighting that you would see. So I covered that up with a piece of paper, and to cover the, to just hide the fact that I had stuck a paper over this page, I drew a border on the quote that I wrote, and I still ended up drawing the swing because I wanted the swing to be there. And since the bicycle has a few flowers in it, I ended up drawing a few flowers on the ground. They were supposed to look like flowers on the ground. So it was supposed to be like someone picked up the flowers on the ground and put it in their basket. And the kites, because again they remind me so much of my childhood. I remember my father building these kites, and what is it called? Building kites, is it? I don't know. He would make kites and he would give it to us, and we would fly kites, ride bicycles, eat popsicles, go to parks, have fun, and that's how I remember my childhood. So that's why I wanted to go with that theme here. And I also remember that I built up a small little tent with my mother's sari under my stairs when I was a child, and I gathered a bunch of kids in my neighborhood, and we called it our clubhouse, and we organized this picnic, and all of us kids joined together, packed few snacks, went to a different local park that we had, fell down, got up, had our snacks, came back home. Just these wonderful things. I wanted to do so many things. I wanted to apparently start a zoo when I was a child. I don't know why, and we decided that we would have puppies, rabbits, a few birds, and people would pay 10 rupees to get in. I don't know, it never worked out, and I don't think it would have, even if we went through with it. So this, I was just so nostalgic while filming this, and it took me back to this particular day. It was raining so heavily, and I remember my mommy came to pick me and my sister up from school, and one of my aunts was here, and it was raining so heavily. We came home, it was cold and wet outside, and we came home and we had hot dosas with tomato and egg chutney, and I remember it tasting so good. It just took me back to so many wonderful memories, like drawing this, it took me back to so many wonderful memories. And just as I was thinking about all of these things, it started raining. And it's not a big deal, but there were hailstones. And I don't know how old I was. I was a very young child when I last saw hailstones. I was so glad that I got a chance to see hailstones again. Again, here I'm drawing branches. I just like drawing branches, and for some reason I decided to draw the leaves in this kind of ashy grey color. I just decided that I wanted to go with this color theme because I just felt like it looked good. And by the way, this is my most favorite page of this entire video. And I just drew few small fruits in those branches, but the camera did not pick that up. But yeah, that's still there. And I still don't have an idea of what I want to do for May and June, but I definitely know what I want to do for July, because I cannot wait to do a Harry Potter theme setup for my bullet journal. And also my birthday is in the month of July, so that's there. And here I'm just trying to, as I said, this is my first time bullet journaling, so I have not really found something that absolutely works for me. So I'm just trying out a bunch of different things, different types of trackers, different layouts of trackers. Okay, sorry, I was interrupted by someone. Yes, as I was saying, I'm just experimenting with different layouts of different trackers, and I'm having a very difficult time with the habit tracker setup. I don't know why the layout is not working exactly the way I wanted to. The expense tracker has been fine. The only thing is I don't really write down different things for a particular day, one below the other. I just put them like food plus shopping plus movie plus whatever I did for that day, and the amount would be A plus B plus C, and the total, I don't total it in that row, I total them at the end of the month. So I do not need a lot of space for expense tracker, so that's why I've put that in the small space that you can see. And I wanted to do two different things here on the right hand side, but I completely forgot what I wanted to do, and I could not remember or recall what it was. So I just ended up writing two quotes, and I drew again a few more kites, and that was about it. But I definitely remember what I want to do with this space the next time I do it, so watch out for that in the next video, hopefully. And I'm also thinking of starting off a series where, I learn different things, like, we have, hopefully all of us have, most of us have made few resolutions, like I would learn this, I would learn that, I would become a master in this, or at least, whatever. So I want to do this series of where, you have videos where people teach you how to, for example, sketching, let us take. You have videos where people teach you how to sketch, but they are all masters in what they are. You don't really have, a channel where that person is not aware of what they are doing, just like this, just like bullet journaling that I'm doing right now. So I want to start a series where, from day one up until the point, up until when I feel like I have become good at it, for example, 100 or 200 days of sketching. It would not exactly be 200 videos. I can probably make a video for 10 days of sketching. That would be 20 videos or whatever. So I was just thinking about that, so that might come. And here I'm doing the weekly setup. As I said, I've not really become comfortable with the complete layouts, with all the different layouts. So I'm just experimenting again with different layouts, and this probably would work very well for me. The first one that I showed because it has enough space but it does not have too much space. And this kind of layout that you're seeing right now would work for me on most of the days, because I don't write like having a shower or breakfast in this. If I did want that to go into my tasks for the day, it would go in my habit tracker and not exactly here. So this would work out for me on most of the days, but there are certain days that I want to write more than what can fit into the space that is available right now. So the reason for that is I don't want to waste pages. I want the complete year to fit into one book. So I'm trying to fit every 1 week on one side of the page and not on both. So I'm trying to still decide. I don't know, I might change my mind and give an entire page for both the sides of the page for a single week, but I'm yet to decide on that. So that is there. We just have one more week to go, and as I said in the beginning, I had no idea of the color scheme that I wanted to do, but then I ended up with black, gray, and kind of a melon red, I must say, and I liked it a lot. And if you of course you watch other bullet journal videos, if you do watch them, you might see that they start their monthly setup with few days of the previous month left, because they start their layout with the first day of the week and not the first day of the month. But that, I don't feel like it fits into my style, so that's why that's not there. And unlike my previous video, I did not do a lot of doodling in that. I don't know if I said that right the first time, I don't know what. So this is just plain and simple weekly layouts. I did nothing fancy here. These are just the days of the week and the date. And here we have come to the final flip through. This is my most favorite page of this entire spread. I absolutely love that. And you will see some changes in this page the next time, hopefully. And as I said, I've kept the weekly layouts, weekly spreads fairly simple. They are very clean. They don't have any doodles or anything. They just have the colors that I ended up choosing. This brings us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching.